Most people think intelligence is about IQ scores, degrees, big words, quick answers, but real intelligence rarely announces itself. It hides in small, quiet habits, in how you listen when no one is watching, in how you react when you are wrong, in what you repeat every day without questioning it. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Some habits feel normal, they feel harmless, they even feel comforting, but over time, they quietly limit how you think, grow, and adapt. This is not about insulting anyone. This is about awareness, because the moment you recognize these habits, you gain the power to change them. And that's where real intelligence begins. We all know someone who talks a lot but never listens, someone who repeats the same mistakes but blames the world, someone who reacts emotionally instead of thinking clearly. If we are honest, at different moments, that someone has been us. Low intelligence is rarely about lack of ability. It is about unexamined patterns. Patterns like avoiding deep thinking because it feels uncomfortable, rejecting new ideas because they threaten your identity, choosing short-term comfort over long-term understanding. These habits don't show up in exams. They show up in daily life, in conversations that go nowhere, in arguments that repeat, in goals that never evolve. You scroll endlessly but never reflect. You talk but you don't absorb. You stay busy but not thoughtful. And slowly, without realizing it, your world becomes smaller, not because life is limited, but because curiosity has faded. This is the silent cost of unconscious habits. There was a man named Daniel, smart on paper, quick with facts, confident in his opinions. At work, he spoke often, but rarely asked questions. When feedback came, he felt attacked. When mistakes happened, he blamed circumstances. One evening, after another argument with a colleague, he sat alone in his car, engine off, streetlights flickering, silence pressing in. For the first time, he asked himself a question he had always avoided. Why do I keep ending up here? Not who is wrong, not who failed him, but why him? That question changed everything. He noticed how often he interrupted, how rarely he paused to think, how quickly he dismissed ideas that challenged him. It wasn't lack of intelligence, it was lack of awareness. Slowly, he changed one habit at a time. He listened longer, he reacted less, he questioned himself more than others. Months later, people didn't see him as louder, they saw him as wiser. Modern psychology explains this clearly. Intelligence grows through feedback, reflection, and flexibility. Low intelligence habits block those processes. When you avoid feedback, the brain never updates. When you react emotionally, logic shuts down. When you repeat routines without questioning them, learning stops. The brain prefers efficiency over accuracy. That means habits feel easier than thinking. But here's the key insight. Intelligence is not fixed. It expands when discomfort is allowed, when curiosity replaces defensiveness, when ego steps aside for understanding. The danger is not being wrong. The danger is refusing to question yourself. Here is a simple system to break these habits. First, pause before reacting. Silence is not weakness. It is processing. Second, ask one honest question every day about your beliefs, your routines, your assumptions. Third, replace certainty with curiosity. Instead of, I know, say, what if I'm missing something? Fourth, consume less noise, more depth. One meaningful idea is better than 100 shallow ones. Finally, reflect at the end of each day. What did I learn today? What challenged me? These small actions rewire how the brain grows. Here's the paradox. Intelligent people are not those who feel smart. They are those who stay humble. Wisdom begins where certainty ends. The more you know, the more you realize how much remains unknown. Low intelligence clings to comfort. High intelligence seeks truth, even when it hurts. The difference is not talent, it is attitude. A student who stopped arguing and started asking questions went from average to exceptional in 1 year. A manager who listened more than he spoke earned trust he never had before. A woman who questioned her daily routines changed her entire future by changing one habit. Small shifts, massive outcomes. If any of these habits felt familiar, that's not a problem. That's awareness. You are not defined by your patterns. You are defined by your willingness to change them. Intelligence is not about looking smart. It is about growing wiser. And growth begins the moment you pay attention. If this resonated with you, stay on this journey. Reflect quietly, question deeply, grow deliberately. Subscribe if you want more conversations like this. not louder, but wiser. Your future self is listening.